will vary between 5 to 8% of rent collected. Commercial's another beast entirely, because it's a lot more nuances, but really, really broadly speaking. And again, the income base is another thing that comes into it. Is it one tenancy? Is it several? The duration of your typical tenancies. But as a really rough guide, 3 to 7% of rental income collected. And of course, there are other fees that come into it, whether they're recoverable charges, fees for things like valuations, preparation for legal matters, coordination of depreciation reports, fee for service, if you will. Everyone does price their time differently. I can tell you one that's a very, very current discussion is time required for tenancy disputes, such as NCAT. That's the court, if you will, for retail and residential tenants. That's becoming very costly, both time and financially. There's a lot invested. The system itself was quite straightforward, is now almost morphing a local court matter and requires, and there are expectations of members that documentation is prepared in a manner that would almost replicate a legal counsel's file when entering a matter. It's becoming quite a thing. Okay, things like leasing fees. Leasing fees are when the agent is negotiating and processes tenancy applications, and again, we speak residentially, and then facilitates the letting. That can vary anything from 1 to 3 weeks rent, pending. And again, these fees, are broad, and we're not talking about the GST applicable. Additional services will vary depending on what your needs are and how the given professional values their time for service and what's required. Look, we've had some clients whom have really wanted us to give them the least amount, for example, in which our responsibilities were mainly focused around tenant administration. What we mean by that is we're keeping an eye on the rent collections, we're dispersing it, we're leasing profiles, arranging rental renewals and market rent. They didn't want much else. They really wanted to be hands-on, so priced accordingly. We do have other clients who probably know less about their asset than we do, that we are basically privileged to be given almost an adoption of it, in which we may do everything from strata meetings to land tax objections to insurance claims, valuations, lease renewals, maintenance plans. It's a great position of trust, but it is an immense responsibility. And those clients that understand that value typically don't so much balk at what that fee requires that to be, because it is quite time intensive and it does require detail and responsibility.